Hi guys, I'm coming back at you with another video. I just wanted to show you that I did actually film an introduction for you and realized that it had no audio. Just one of many problems I've discovered while on this making a video a day journey. However, I wanted to show you the part where I got a cramp in my leg in front of the camera and basically died, and then proceeded to act like everything was totally okay. See, I'm fine. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a voiceover to explain to you what I'm doing. So we are going to make a word search puzzle on the garden wall. I'm measuring the wall slabs and what area of the wall I want to use. So now that we have that done, I've sat down and drawn out a grid. We are going to use 3 wall slabs. Each slab is about 30 centimeters, so in whole the slab's going to be 90 by 90 centimeters. So the grid I've made, we've worked out each square will be 9 by 9 centimeters in real life. I'm now just writing down some words that I want to include in my word search. I want them to be positive and uplifting and happy, so I am using my phone to find some inspiration. Uncle Mark is also sitting next to me at the table, and he's helping me figure out how to tackle this project. He's showing me a crossword puzzle in the newspaper, because originally I said I wanted to do a crossword puzzle and decided to rather go with a word search. There's actually a lot that goes into it and behind the making of these things that I didn't realize. But I just want this project to be for fun, so I'm not really paying too much attention to the rules or how things should be laid out. I'm playing around with the placement of words in pencil, seeing what can match up with what, and once I'm happy with that, I will go over it in pen.
Diamonds dancing and gaze at the tree.
So now that I'm happy, I'm going to go outside and draw my grid on the wall. I've grabbed some chalk because I don't actually want my grid to be visible, but I still need guidelines. And I'm using one of Uncle Mark's rulers from the garage, which I'm told is called a square. It looks nothing like a square, but you know what? I'm not going to argue. The wall isn't exactly even. Kelvin came to say hello. Kelvin is a girl dog, by the way. If you want to know why her name is Kelvin, ask Rhiannon. Hi, Ran. And I'm going to just jump into it. I'm going to paint across row by row. And while we watch this time-lapse of me painting a wall, I will tell you a little bit about where I've been, what I've been up to, why I haven't been posting a video a day like I originally said I would. So I don't even know what day of lockdown we are on. I've completely lost track. But basically with the last 2 videos I made, I already wasn't feeling so great, and I was pushing myself through making the videos. I think I put a lot of pressure on myself by trying to make a video a day. Not necessarily an obligation I made to the viewers, but an obligation I made to myself, because I wanted to stay productive during this lockdown and maximize creativity. What I didn't realize is how much time and energy making a video a day takes, because it's obviously filming, having a plan of what you're going to do that day, putting all your editing together, and then still publishing it. It takes a lot of time and energy, and I take my hat off to those who are able to do it. So I wasn't feeling great. I sort of stopped enjoying the process of making the videos, because it definitely is not as easy as I thought it would be. I don't have the proper equipment or software, and I'm having to figure out a lot of solutions around problems that I've been experiencing. And I was starting to feel sick on top of that. So I actually went to go see a doctor, not at a hospital, because ironically we want to avoid hospitals at the moment, because I discovered a sort of lump or bite on me that I hadn't noticed before, which might explain why I wasn't feeling so good. And basically I have tick bite fever, so I was given a course of antibiotics, which I am still on, but I am definitely feeling much more better now, and decided to tackle a new creative project. So I just let myself rest the last few days and just like listen to my body and pay attention to when I'm feeling tired or lethargic. Yeah. I figured this was an easy enough project to get back on the horse with. This time in lockdown has me thinking a lot about Anne Frank and her family, and just other families like hers who had to go into hiding and had to share a small space, who weren't allowed to make much noise or move around too much, or silly things like only being able to use the bathroom at like midnight. And I just think about how much we complain about lockdown and what we aren't able to do, but forget about how much we can still do and how lucky we are. I know not everyone has a yard and that to be in, but I'm definitely grateful that we have a yard, and that I can go outside and get some sun. Or yeah, I think we need to remember to make the most of our situations and just remember that we've got it a lot better than other people had it. I painted my initials in the last 2 squares. And that's what it looked like once I was done. And that was the beautiful evening we had by the time I was done. And that's what the garden looks like as a whole. So just a little garden update. You can see I'm watering the plants. I think the herbs are doing much better there. And my first plants are sprouting, and it is the squash. Look at them, my beautiful little baby squash. Grow, squash, grow. I'm such a proud mama. And here is my word search. I'm just spraying the walls so you can see it. The paint isn't exactly white and the wall's a bit grey too, and it's a very sunny spot, so that's what it looks like. Parker has become the official garden cat. So guys, stay safe in quarantine, follow the rules, and don't forget to give your cats or pets some love.